The soft meow came from somewhere in the thick bushes near the old fence. Most people walking by would not have stopped, but this man paused to listen. The sound was weak and filled with fear. Something small was calling for help. He pushed aside the branches carefully and looked into the dark space between the leaves. A tiny white kitten sat there, shaking with cold and terror. Its fur was dirty and its body was much too thin. The little creature looked up at him with wide, frightened eyes, too scared to move away. The man spoke gently to calm the frightened animal. He reached out slowly and picked up the small kitten, holding it close to keep it warm. The tiny body felt cold against his hands. As he held the first kitten, another soft cry came from deeper in the bushes. He knew there had to be more. Abandoned kittens were rarely alone. Moving the branches aside again, he found more white kittens hiding in different spots. Each one looked just as scared and hungry as the first. They had been left alone with no mother cat to care for them, and no food or shelter. Without waiting any longer, the man gathered all the kittens he could find. They needed help right away. He brought them to his home where it was warm and safe. The kittens were so weak they could barely stand up properly. The first thing he did was prepare a quiet room where the kittens would not be disturbed. He laid out soft towels to make comfortable beds for them. Then he brought them food and water in small dishes they could reach easily. The hungry kittens ate slowly at first because their stomachs were not used to having food. As the hours passed, the kittens began to feel better. Their bellies were full for the first time in days. The warm room helped their bodies stop shaking from the cold. Soon they started to move around more and explore their new space. The scared, whimpering sounds changed to soft purring as they realized they were finally safe. The man watched as the kittens began to play with each other. They rolled around on the soft towels and chased each other in gentle games. Their white fur looked much cleaner after they groomed themselves with full bellies. Each kitten had its own personality that showed once the fear went away. One kitten was braver than the others and always wanted to explore new things. Another was very small and gentle, preferring to stay close to the warm towels. The third was curious about everything in the room, always getting into corners and checking new spots. The last one loved to snuggle and would purr loudly when petted. Looking at their snowy white coats, the man decided on perfect names for them. The brave explorer became Snowball. The small gentle one was Cotton. The curious adventurer was named Cloudy. The cuddly one became Marshmallow. Each name fit their personality and their beautiful white fur. Days turned into weeks as the kittens grew stronger and healthier. They learned to trust people and enjoyed being held and petted. Their playful energy returned as they felt secure in their new home. The man made sure they had everything they needed to grow into healthy cats. These kittens now had a real chance at good lives. They would know love and care instead of hunger and fear. They would grow up in warm homes with people who wanted them. All of this happened because one person cared enough to stop and listen when he heard a small cry for help. Sometimes saving a life is as simple as paying attention to the sounds around us. The soft meow from the bushes could have been ignored, but instead it became the beginning of a rescue story. 4 small lives were saved because someone chose to act with kindness when animals needed help the most.